So what do you eat? As a vegetarian, I've been asked that so many times over the last 20 some years. I'd be rich if I had money for every time. It's crazy. Hi, I'm Liz from Veggie Every, here to help vegetarians, those who love them, and those who may be interested in eating less meat or just want to know about food in general. So today we're going over easy pantry stuff, especially for new vegetarians who don't necessarily know what to eat. And I'm going to approach it from the angle of not gaining 50 pounds when you go vegetarian, try to keep it a little healthy. So we're going to go over easy things. My most watched videos so far to date has been the $5 meal challenge, which was really affordable stuff. So I'm going to try to do this also healthy, in addition to being healthy. Also trying to do this from an affordability standpoint. You know, it doesn't have to cost, actually it's a lot cheaper for me a lot of the time to be a vegetarian because I'm not paying for, you know, $10 steaks, or I have no idea how much steaks cost, honestly. But anyway, I'm gonna do this with like real basic ingredients, make it easy. Tofu and those kind of things I love, I've learned to love, but when I first started being a vegetarian, those things scare the crap out of me, and it can be daunting if you're new to the meatless lifestyle. So the meatless lifestyle, I make it sound like this exclusive thing. It's not. Like, even if you're trying to eat less meat, which I know a lot of people who are, you need to know what to grab at the store, right? So let's get going. We're gonna start with the pantry, and these are from some veggie burgers I made yesterday, chili beans and black beans. And actually, I'm going to post a video of that veggie burger recipe. They were really good, so you'll have to check that out too. And any kind of beans. Beans are awesome. You can make stew, you can make chili, you can make soup, you can throw them into pasta, you can throw them into a rice dish. I mean, Google it, and there's tons and tons and tons. Chickpeas too are really, really versatile. Where did I put the chickpeas? They're in here. Here, there, yeah. Chickpeas, garbanzo beans, if you didn't know, same thing. I don't know why, but like, a lot of people call them exclusively one thing or the other thing, and they're the exact same thing. Chickpeas, garbanzo, same thing, right? But like, I have a roundup on my blog, veggieeveryday.com, of really simple ingredient recipes, and there's a few on there that definitely use chickpeas, some roasted chickpeas, a mock, I think it's like a chicken salad, but it's chickpea salad. There's just tons of things you can do. Obviously, you can make hummus, you can make falafel, just possibilities are endless. Next, we've got, you always want to have this in your pantry, for reals, diced tomatoes. Whether you eat meat or not, there are so many things you can do with diced tomatoes. Like, Google vegetarian recipes with diced tomatoes and pff, you're set, for reals. And it's, you know, they're not, as long as you, these are the no salt added, and as long as you don't load them up with sugar, like if you're making a sauce or something like that, then it's pretty healthy and you'll do pretty well with it. Next, in the pantry, we got nuts and nut butter, right? Love me some peanut butter. That's why I have such a giant, giant jar. But also what I've learned about myself and nuts is I can't control myself. So if I get one of those like 2-ounce bags, are huge, you know how many calories and fat, and like I'm on Weight Watchers now, how many points that is? I do better like buying it in the bigger bag, like a big bag of nuts, and just doing like a tablespoon at a time so that I'm controlling the portion. But if you know, can't do that, trail mix, that's where I fail. Like, a bag of trail mix is one of those things where I'll go back and I'll be like, oh, just have a little more. Yeah, I'll just have a little more. Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah. And then I've eaten the whole bag in like a day. It's terrible. So if you have that problem with nuts or anything, the 100-calorie packs are like smaller ones, and they're usually, you know, price-wise they cost more, but if you're looking to control, if it's a trigger point for you, would cause you to overeat, go for the 100-calorie snack packs. I definitely recommend it. They have some dill pickle ones at Aldi, and they're pretty sweet. Okay, so what do we got next? Oh, pasta. I love pasta to death so much. I say that like every damn video. Okay, but I just found out, because I'm getting my groceries delivered now with the pandemic, because I don't want to wear a mask and I don't trust other people. The Bonza, right? There's like 5 packages in here. Okay. And this whole thing was like between $8 and $10. I think in store it was $8, but they charged me 10 because whatever, because Instacart charges you more. But $10 for 5 packages equals out to $2 a package in the store. I know that crap is like $3 to $5 depending on what store you're in. So pro tip, the Bonza chickpea pasta, get it at Costco. Anyway, on your pasta, you really want to go with the high protein or, well, actually watch my high protein pasta review because I go over the whole thing, whole wheat versus like the chickpea and the lentil pasta. Any of those have higher fiber, higher protein content. They're gonna fill you up faster, which means you're gonna eat less of it, which means you're less likely to binge on the pasta because it's easy to do with pasta, especially low fiber, low protein, regular like white pasta. It is way easier to overdo it on. If you're enjoying content like this, please visit my blog, veggieeveryday.com. Join our vegetarian food group on Facebook for even more ideas, and like and subscribe below to get more videos from me. So moving on to the fridge. Okay, Greek yogurt. I know, I talk about it all the time, but it's so freaking versatile, right? So on my blog, I recently did a pasta salad with it. I mean, it's just so much protein and no fat. How can you go wrong with that? And you just add a bunch of other ingredients and it makes it awesome. Okay, kind of sucks by itself unless you're talking about using it in place of sour cream, which works fine. But otherwise, it's But in recipes, it's amazing. In mac and cheese, in pasta salad, I made a burger sauce with it that was so, so good. So check that out. And I'll put all these recipes down below for you. Next, this actually came from a freezer. Supposed to go in the fridge, but I am single, so sometimes I don't use things up as fast. But it freezes just great. And hummus, you know, you think you can just put it like on a pita or dip a pita in it or whatever, but there's actually a lot you can do. You can make a pasta sauce out of it. You can use it on a salad. What else? A wrap. Hummus wraps are great. Hummus toast, not just avocado toast, kids. Hummus toast is awesome too. Yes, yes. Oh, by the way, on the pasta, I also love to have brown rice. It's so cheap. Brown rice is so cheap and it makes the perfect base to anything. I mean, rice bowls are so easy. Like pick a bean, pick a rice, pick a sauce, throw some veggies in and you're done. Like you're good. Or make your own Chipotle or Qdoba bowls at home. So much healthier, so much cheaper. And you do them how you like them, right? Okay, speaking of, you know, Mexican bowls, pico or salsa. This one's salsa. But I'm a huge fan. And it doesn't matter if you buy cheaper, like I think this was $3, but the, you know, you can get, I think, a gigantic jar of like paste for like $2 or $3. It doesn't matter. You can do so many things with it. You know, you can mix it with fat-free sour cream and you have a great sauce. You can put it on a salad. I just mix it straight up with pasta sometimes. You can put it on cottage cheese. I recently learned, my coworker told me that one, thought that was interesting. Because I'm one of those people where I think cottage cheese gets boring, so I'll put some nuts on there or some fruit or whatever. Like cottage cheese, another great staple. I go with the 1% because it's lower fat, and then you still get your great protein without bumping their fat up to death. So there you go. Sometimes I cheat and I get like the pre-cut vegetables. This is broccoli slaw. I meant to put it in the veggie burgers that I created yesterday and I forgot. So I actually created a pasta salad out of it and it turned out really good. So that is the one I was talking about with the Greek yogurt, with the pasta sauce or the pasta salad. So as you can tell, these really are staples that I use all the time in my recipes. So and I say so a lot, sorry about that. Okay, next from the freezer, I love edamame. Most people think of edamame in the shells and you just boil them or microwave them and put sea salt in, and yeah, those are great. But I love getting the pre-shelled ones because you can do so many things. You can do a sushi bowl, which is essentially sushi deconstructed, which is rice with, you know, avocado or whatever veggies you want in edamame. It's great. You can actually make a hummus out of edamame. There's a sushi place here in Omaha that has vegetarian sushi. They have the best vegetarian sushi options, honestly. It's Blue. Shout out to you, Blue Sushi. Anyway, edamame edamame hummus on their sushi, and they have lettuce wraps with it, and it's great. But I'll throw this into pasta with peanut butter. I'll throw it onto salads, again, put it in wraps, put it in rice bowls, and it's just a really great source of protein. So I hope this gives you some great ideas for your vegetarian pantry to get started. If you have any questions, let me know, comment below, and stay tuned for our next video.